welcome back to my channel, Slow with a Heart and I. That means I love you. If you're new here, hey girl, hey. If you're returning, hey girl, what's good? In today's makeup therapy session, we are going to be talking about the last 6 months of the year and my attempt to, fully glow up and fully change my life. So I put on my foundation and I'm about to do my eyebrows. So I'm doing a 90s glam look, something cute and basic. And yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So already, as I said, I already put on my foundation and yeah, I'm about to do my eyebrows and the rest of the face. So I started this journey because I felt like my life was not going anywhere, or it was going down a path that I did not desire. So I was like, you know what, let me challenge myself to glow up in 6 months. And theoretically and movically, based on movies, theoretically and based on movies, it sounded like a good idea, right? Change, like, become a totally different person in 6 months. And yeah, we are about to dive in on the results of what happened in the last 6 months and if it works. um Firstly, I think I'd like to say that the one factor that really matters the most when you are trying to glow up is resources. And I think I downplayed that so much that yes, I see changes in my life, but honestly, I wouldn't call it a full glow up because uh I don't have the resources. In theory, I think it's possible. You can change your life in 6 months, when you put yourself, or when you put your mind on a particular goal, you can achieve it, right? In theory. However, uh, what I experienced is that life happens, and um life happened. um Firstly, I relocated, and I think if I had relocated when I maybe if I had relocated for a job, or if I already had the funds to fully change my life into what I desire, the journey would have been easier for me. Because yes, I see changes. Yes, I can see changes physically, because I have been putting in the hours. But even with that, it's not how I would desire it. So I would like to say, I don't want this video to be a rant. It's not a rant video, okay? I'm not trying to rant. I am grateful for what I've learned or what I've discovered about myself in the last 6 months. So I am not bashing glowing up in 6 months. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that for me, I feel like I fell short because honestly, it was a half glow up. That's how I feel. I feel like it was a half glow up for me. And I wish I had resources to actually do the things I wanted to do. Let's go through the checklist quickly of the things I wanted to accomplish. Firstly, I wanted to lose some weight. Did I lose some weight? I think I did. I will say I think I did because when I look at myself in the mirror, I can see the change. Like, I can see that I've changed. I look different. However, the scale is saying other things. And honestly, right now in my life, I couldn't be inclined to care even the slightest bit, because I feel like I've been through a lot in the last 6 months to care what the scale says. So I feel like in terms of my physical appearance, I am happy with the results of the glow up. I feel like we are going the right direction. Are we there yet? No. far from being there. However, we are moving towards, the goal in terms of physically. In terms of mentally, the other mentally, I'm happy with where I am or where I'm heading, because I feel like I am mentally stronger than I have been the last few years, which is so good for me, and I'm so happy about that. Like, you have no idea how happy I am about that. Like, just to be in a better space mentally, just to be able to trust myself again, trust the decisions that I make again. So I'm really happy about where I am mentally. The other thing I wanted to work on was my spirituality. Have I been to church the last few weeks? No, but I do pray more so often than I have in the last 10 years, if I'm being honest with you. And I'm just trusting God more, um, in everything that I do, and everything that, you know, in everything. So I'm just, yeah. And financially, I don't want to lie, financially, we are still in the gutter. We are still, and that is part of the reason why I did not want to make this video, because I felt like, what was the point of making this video if I did not glow up the way I wanted to glow up? And I really did not want to talk about, this glow up journey, because I felt like, um or I still feel like I could have done more. And I'm still in the gutters financially, which was one of the biggest reasons I relocated and wanted to start over, because I really wanted to fix my life, especially my finances. And I kind of feel like I let myself down in that regard. And yeah, so I did not want to record this update. To be honest, I did not want to record this update, because I felt like, it's not really wow. It's like, it's not wow, but it's real. It's where we are now on our journey. So I think I say this to say this, that the reason I decided to actually do the video in the end is because I realized, or I told myself, that, you know what, you can't put a timeline on a glow up. For me, I you can't put a timeline to it, because there's certain variables you can't control. You see, if I already had a proper source of income, a stable source of income, then it would have been better, because then I'm working with something that I already have. you know uh if I was already working, or had relocated to a place that had, opportunities that I require to succeed, then that would have been a whole different case. So you have to put those variables into mind, or to think about them when you are going through your glow up journey, because they literally change the timeline. They change the timeline, because you have so many variables that you are not in control of. Yes, I've been posting consistently. Yes, I've been looking for a job, or in my case, I've been looking for a place where I can work. uh I've been looking for clients. So there's just so many variables that just take time. And no matter how positive you are, they're just not in your control, unfortunately. And I think I'm at a point where I am okay with that. That's why I'm recording this video, to say that, you know just because it didn't happen in 6 months, let me not try try not to get emotional. Just because it didn't happen in 6 months, it does not mean it's never gonna happen. um Oh, I did say that this is not a rent video. We are not renting here. I just want to be real. That is why I started this makeup therapy series, because I wanted to be real, mostly with myself, and have an outlet for my emotions, of how I feel when I feel it. So uh I don't know. I feel like right now, honestly, I'm a little beat up. I need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what these next 6 months of the year are gonna be. Am I gonna stay where I am, or am I gonna move? And I think this is hard for me, because I'm thinking, am I moving too quick? Am I making a rash? Am I making a rash decision? Am I jumping the gun? Um, so yeah, that's how I feel right now, currently in this glow up journey. It's been 6 months. I see changes, not as drastic as I would have loved. I would have loved a drastic oh, it's jumping over. I would have really loved a drastic. I need a black liner for this. I need a black liner for this. I would have loved a drastic transformation where it's like, boom! Wow! Like, this girl has changed so much in 6 months. But unfortunately, that's not the case in my journey. And I, I'm gonna be honest and say, I feel beat down. I feel beat down because I feel like I put so much energy into this. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna take some time off and really sit with myself and see if, like, decide how we move forward from this, because yeah. And I kind of feel like I'm always hard on myself. um that's just me. I've always been hard on myself, and I'm thinking, is this one of those times where I'm too hard on myself, or am I in the right, like am I thinking correctly? I don't know if I'm being too hard on myself, or there is a reason to be concerned. I don't know if I should hold on a little longer or pivot. I don't know. But I won't lie, I feel a little bit. I feel a little let down. And I'm trying not to be too hard on myself, because, I'm trying my best with what I have. But I think if there's one thing I realize, is that it's totally possible if you have the correct resources. Like, if you have everything you need to flourish, it's totally possible. Totally possible. Because with the little that I had to work with, I really pushed, you know? With proper resources, it's definitely doable in 6 months. You can glow up and change your entire life. Because I realized I changed quite a few things that I did not like about my life. and I am happy with some of the decisions I made. However, if we are gonna be honest, it to get to that level of satisfaction, I mean, well, we're humans, we're never actually satisfied, but to get to a certain level of contentment within 6 months, you need proper resources. Like, you need proper resources. That's how I feel, you know, and that's how I feel about my journey. So, as I said, we are doing a 90s inspired look. So, I'm explaining the blush. I'm explaining the eyeshadow look. Tell me in the comment section, have you ever attempted to change your entire life and entire existence, and how did it work out for you? Did you get your glow up? Did did it work for you? And if it did, what did you do to make it work for you? I feel like we need tips on how to glow up correctly. Maybe that could be a new series. I don't know. But at this point, I'm butched. Like, I don't feel like making content. This will probably be my last video for a while. I want to go and lick my wounds, because I think the other thing, I really, really wanted this uh YouTube to pop. I wanted this YouTube channel to really grow, and I feel like I did everything that they said you must do. So I don't know if it's a personality thing, if it's like, I just don't know. So I think, yeah, if we were gonna put timelines to things, we just must always consider that luck counts as well. Sometimes you're just lucky. Yeah, sometimes you are just lucky. You are at the right place at the right time. Maybe this, I don't know, maybe the type of content I'm creating is not for, it hasn't found its audience, because people are not really searching for this type of content right now. And yeah, that happens. Sometimes you just get lucky. Sometimes you just have, that one lucky share. Someone shares your video and boom, you know. And yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I am fried. YouTube has fried me. I don't know what is needed. I don't know what I was doing wrong. I guess I just have to be patient. But my patience has kind of run dry. If I'm gonna be honest, my patience is running low. So yeah, guys, that is my 6 months update on my glow up journey. So yeah, guys, that's my 6 months update on my glow up journey. I don't know. I don't know. But this is today's makeup look. It's giving 90s. It's giving 90s. So I just want to end this video on a positive note and say that it's possible. You can change your life at any point in time. You just have to try. And where I was 6 months ago is not where I am today, which I'm so grateful for. Because I just need to say that I feel like I've been ranting, and that is not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is that you literally can change your life in 6 months if you desire to. um it's a stepping stone, you know. It can get you moving, and sometimes that is what you need. You know, the universe and God needs to see that you are ready for a change and you are ready to step forward and take charge of your life. And I feel like that's what I've learned in the last 6 months, and to not try and control everything, you know, because life happened. I mean, life, the plans that I had in my head, I had so many plans in my head, but life just happened, and I kind of had to adjust as I go and move with that pace of, you know, go with the flow, go with the wave. And yeah, so in terms of, will I stop? I won't. Will I keep recording the journey? That's questionable, because y'all are like getting constant 3 views, 5 views. It's not cute, and it's not encouraging. But I think I'll just keep posting for myself, because this is a platform that I have found where I can truly express my emotions and my feelings as they come, especially with this series, with this makeup therapy series, where I'm doing what I love, which is makeup, and I get to, you know, express myself and my emotions, and um, basically put them out, like say them out loud to. Sometimes you can go through things, and because you don't vocalize them, you feel like you are not going through them. So this is why I will keep recording, and you know, maybe one day I'll find my audience. um but I am gonna take a break, because yeah, I'm gonna take a break. And yeah, I have so many topics though. I have so many topics. I think, okay, let's just try and get through the topics. But we are gonna take a break because it's school holidays, and if you guys have heard in the background, kids screaming, playing and stuff, my cousins are home for the holidays. So yeah, that's happening also. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break for now, and we'll see. I'm also thinking of just moving back to GP and going to regroup again. But I feel like I left GP to regroup here. So now I'm gonna have to relocate again and go regroup some more. And yeah, I'm just trusting God. I prayed to God the other day because I felt like giving up, and I told him to, you know, um I'm done. I was like, God, I'm done hoping, praying and believing. I'm done, sir, ma'am, I'm done. And at this point, I just feel like it's up to you. You know, I'm okay with whatever now. And because it just hurts so much sometimes to constantly be hoping for better, um, trying and pushing yourself towards better, and it just slipping through your fingers. And yeah, so I was like, you know what, it's fine. I am at a point of surrender, and I feel like at this point it's on you, it's on you. So yeah, that is it for today, and until we see each other next time, which I'm hoping is soon. But until then, this is Chloe with a heart and an eye. That means I love you. Bye.